morning, y'all. Oh man, I've been having like really bad allergies recently, and it's just like making me so exhausted. So welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. I'm Rachel Moss and I'm a full-time writer, and I wanted to start vlogging to kind of show you guys what the life of a full-time writer is actually like. My business has really been taking off recently, which I'm so very grateful for. This is the first year I've really been able to put my entire energy into the business that I run, which is ghostwriting, editing, and writing coaching for clients. But the downside of that, if there is one, is that I don't really have as much time to put into my creative projects. I kind of view the business itself as a creative project. So I do feel like I'm expressing myself creatively there, and it's really actually like a gift to get to help other people find their creative expression. So I feel like all I do is, create, but I haven't really been very good about focusing on my own creative projects. So I wanted to do this vlog this week because I want to challenge myself to get back to my creative work. And what that looks like this week is I have a newsletter that's supposed to come out tomorrow being Wednesday. So Internet Bedroom drops tomorrow. It's the digital zine of everything that I've loved for the month. So I need to finish that. I need to actually make the zine and write the newsletter. And then what my big goal is this week is to finally get my book proposal done for my third book, which is A History of Girls' Bedroom Culture. I want to get this book proposal done this week. And that is a challenge because in my work life, I actually have 2 manuscripts that I'm editing simultaneously right now. I usually like to just schedule it out so I only have 1 manuscript at a time. But these 2, I just super love the clients, and one of the clients I've been working with for a long time, her name's Amelia Perez, and she wrote this amazing Aztec-inspired fantasy novel called The Tournament of Heirs, and we are working on her second book, which she just announced is going to drop in September. So I'm starting the developmental edit for that. And then I also have a memoir that I'm developmental editing, and I super love that project. I can't say too much about it because this client hasn't secured an agent. So I'm not going to say too much about that, but I super love this client. But I have those 2 manuscripts on my desk, plus I've got a slew of other ghostwriting tasks that I got to do. I have one client who I'm working on her substack and revitalizing that for her. So I've got a lot on my plate, and I really do want to focus on making some time for the creative stuff within all of that. So this morning I'm going to be working on, I think, just the newsletter copy, because in the evening I can work on the zine part, and that's a little bit lower stress. And then I have to turn over and start editing and get the other stuff organized, all the other ghostwriting stuff. Plus I need to send out a client invoice. Oh my God, I have so much to do, but it's all good. I am very lucky that I get to live this life, and I created this life on my own terms. Oh, I am thankful for that every day, and it's kind of wild. So if you're watching right now, I want you to grab whatever creative project that you're working on right now, and we're just going to get in touch with that creative project a little bit. So, as I'm working, I want you to start working too. And then you can pause the video and keep working. And when you're done, you can come back and watch the rest. So yeah, we're going to get to it. It is now just after 10:30, and I'm almost done with the newsletter. I'm very happy with where it's at right now. I still have to make the zine pages and write some kind of intro for it. I am feeling very burnt out. I will be so for real. I don't know if it's just like the work. I don't know. But this week is going to be about reinvesting in my creative projects. And I'm proud that I got through all that I got through this morning. So I think now I'm going to take a shower and get dressed and try to wake up, take my meds. Yay! Remember to take your meds. And probably go over to the coffee shop. I am trying to decide between coffee shop that's in the other town over, the town that I call Stephen King Town. I always eavesdrop on the most fascinating conversations, and so I'm kind of feeling like going over there, even though I stick out like a sore thumb. And the baristas are always really mean to me because I'm clearly like not a part of the religious college over there, nor am I part of the town. Wow, it really is Stephen King vibes, but I do like it. It's kind of, I don't even know. You're like, I did not ask for this much information. And then the other coffee shop that I like to go to is in my town. And my town's like a weird little hippie art town. But I am going into town later today to walk Wallace in his cart, Wallace the pug. You may remember him. I walk him, but in a cart because he is blind and he will just like go off in whatever direction he is vibing with. And usually that direction is, unbeknownst to him, going directly into the middle of the street. All this is to say that I think I'm going to go to Stephen King Town and the coffee shop over there because I'm going to go into my town later today and I don't want to have to be driving back and forth between there. So yeah, I think I just made my decision. We're going to go to Stephen King Town. We're going to get some editing done at the coffee shop. I have a goal. I think I need to edit about like 30 pages and I need to send that client an invoice before I leave. Oh my God. My brain. I'm experiencing serious burnout, I think. Does anyone have any tips on healing creative burnout? Oh my gosh. Hopefully this gets better. Maybe I'll bring my book with me and read as well. Hello. I got through those 50 pages of edits for the manuscript I'm working on really fast, and I organized all my client work for the rest of the week, and it is a lot. It is a lot, but I've kind of come up with a plan for how I'm going to tackle it, and I think it'll work. And we're going to fit in the book proposal as well, like my own book proposal. I finished off everything that I had to write for the Internet Bedroom newsletter, which is dropping tomorrow. And I just kind of like let go and let myself write through some of this creative stuff that's been weighing on me. A lot about AI and how I'm feeling like really existential about the fact that it's like harder to tell the difference between AI generated content and human generated content, and AI generated work and human generated work, and just kind of like the conversations that I see happening around all those things. And honestly, I felt a lot better after writing that, and I felt like it just kind of unlocked something for me to where I wasn't feeling so drained and feeling so like, okay, I'm checking this box, I'm getting this done. I felt like I was actually expressing what I needed to express today. So I guess pro tip, like if you're holding back on writing something and it's just been like weighing on your mind, try to get that out in whatever capacity. Otherwise, it can kind of become like a little block that's making you feel like, you know, I just am checking off the boxes in my creative life, which is not the goal, right? I guess that's what I learned today in this creative burnout journey that I'm on, this half-week journey that I'm challenging myself with. So yeah, I think tonight I'm going to head home right now, pick up Wally the blind pug. And even though it's really rainy out, it's not like super rainy, it's not downpouring. So I think we can go on a walk, and I'm going to talk to my friend. We have a phone date. So I'll talk to my friend on that walk, come home, make dinner, and then I will finish up the zine for the drop tomorrow. I'm glad you guys are here, and I hope you guys will keep watching as I figure this out. Okay, Wally. I've been switching my afternoon Diet Cokes for matcha, which Diet Coke is illegal in Japan. Like, you can't buy it there, and I feel like it might be bad for me. So this morning, I was just locked in. I blasted through like 50 pages of editing on this client's memoir. The home stretch is here. I wanted to chat a bit before I dive into the afternoon because I decided that I'm giving myself like a 2-hour block this afternoon to really focus on the proposal for my book, which I have been avoiding and I have been working on very inconsistently. I'm just gonna kind of like free write a little bit on my tablet and try to get myself back into that flow. I think what I've decided with this project is that I want to get the proposal done and start sending it out. I was thinking that I was going to go into a third draft of that project, but I really don't want to. I feel like I want to see what agents think first and then make my decision based on their feedback, if I get any feedback at all. But, you know, I think I'm going to put off like reapproaching that project until later in the year because there is a novel that I want to write. All of my bigger projects up until this point have been nonfiction. I wrote a monograph, I wrote my essay collection, I write essays for my newsletter. Then this third book that I just finished is also nonfiction. It's a collection of essays. So I would really like to get into this novel and kind of see what that is like and if I can get cooking on that and figure out that process. I've just been kind of like itching to do fiction. It's 1 p.m. right now. My newsletter, Internet Bedroom, about girl culture and nostalgia, that comes out at 5 p.m. So I need to make sure that everything is square with that. I need to put all the zine pages in there. And then I'm going to turn over to the book proposal. I'll probably have like an hour and a half to work on that, or I have to go into client work. Let's get this newsletter off the ground. Let's get it finished. And then let's turn over to the book proposal. I would love to get the synopsis done today. We will see how that goes. Day 2, creative recovery with my matcha. If anyone has matcha making tips, could you let me know? Because I'm just making it up as I go. Shout out to these necklaces that I'm wearing today. This one I got like in the basement of a weird mall in Harajuku and I'm obsessed. I don't know if you guys can see. It's so cute. And then this one is a little juggalo. I'm not a juggalo, but I do like the artwork. But look, it's so cute. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. Some guy like makes these in Ohio. I like wearing weird stuff, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna start working now. All right, so we're at the end of the day. I honestly am feeling really tired because it's been a lot. Like I've done a lot today but I've been a lot more efficient than I usually am because I think like I've been trying out this thing where I'm like blocking my actual time instead of just having like a to-do list because the to-do list gets like very overwhelmed. But I did get a good handle on the synopsis that I'm writing for my book proposal and I feel good about where that's headed. And my choice to kind of like create this proposal, send it out, and then set that project aside. I really, really just want to put it out there, see what happens, and decide what's next for that project after I've had some time away from it because I've literally been working on it for like 10 years straight and I'm tired of it. I have a ghostwriting job that I'm going to set up in the last 2 hours here. And I feel like that's a pretty good amount of time to get that done. So yeah, goals were hit today. I'm really happy about that. We got 50 pages of the manuscript edit. I was able to actually sit down and eat lunch, which I never do, and worked on my book proposal. And now I have the client work. And also the newsletter is scheduled, ready to go out at 5 p.m. And I'm not working on anything tonight. Like last night I was doing the zine and now I'm just tired. So I need to take a break tonight I was thinking if it's not raining, I'll take Wally to walk. If it is raining, I might go into the woods and take a little walk because I love the woods and I love the woods in the rain. And so I think I might do that. That's my check-in. Creative recovery happening. I'm proud of myself. I am really tired though. Like, I'm really, really tired. I need a vacation. I need like a week off or something. So, all right. Let's get this client work done. Let's clock out. No worries, no worries. How's your morning been? Good morning. Today was kind of an early start. I had a substack consultation with a client at 9:30. I usually don't take clients before noon because I like to block off the morning for client work or creative work. But today I made an exception because I was really excited to meet this client and I think it went really well. And I hope that we get to keep working on her Substack together. So yay. I have one-on-one clients from noon to 4 today. I have like a discovery call in there as well. So we'll see about that. I book all my coaching calls for Mondays and Fridays because again, I need that middle of the week for my client work and for my creative work. I have like less than an hour between now and the start of my first one-on-one session. I do writing coaching for clients and I have clients across the spectrum. They're writing novels, they're writing nonfiction. It's a good mix of everything. It keeps me on my toes. And I used to teach college English for 10 years. I taught writing. And I just got tired of not getting paid. So now basically people can hire me to be their personal college professor. And I love it. Like, I love working with my clients. I've met so many people that do such interesting things and I've helped them get their books off the ground. And I think that's amazing. And so, yeah, in this hour-ish that I have left, I need to get another client project rolling. It's a shorter project, but I'd really like to get a good start on that. The other client project that I was working on is pretty much at a point where it's almost finished. I'm just kind of like refining some things there. And I would love to send that to them tomorrow because it would just be nice to get that off my plate. And as far as the creative work, I don't know how I'm going to be feeling around 4. I would like to say that I want to push and work on my book proposal a little bit, but I might have to save that for tomorrow morning. Saturday is technically like my day off, but I do allow myself to do creative work on my days off if I want to. All right, I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to get to work on this other client project before my one-on-one sessions start. Probably eat a little, maybe make a matcha. That would be yummy. I did finish my manuscript edit yesterday. I did not film it all yesterday. I was grinding. That manuscript edit needs a little bit of fine tuning and I need to write a manuscript assessment for it. But I want to send an email out to that client and let them know that the edit's done and I will be sending it on its way to them this weekend for sure. Okay. Yay, let's get some work done. Hello. It is the afternoon now. And I am not in my one-on-one sessions. I had one client who canceled last minute, and then another client who was a no-show, which is fine because I had only booked them for like a 20-minute discovery call, and I wasn't super interested in that job anyway. So I was probably going to turn it down, but I was a little bummed about my one client canceling so last minute and saying that they wanted to stop working for a while. But honestly, and the reason why I wanted to jump on here and talk about this is because I've just been feeling like that drain. I've just been feeling so drained. And I do actually think that I need to like kind of take a step back, not from working, but just I want to kind of like evaluate the business side of things and the creative side of things. I need like a moment to breathe. And I think that like this one client canceling is kind of the universe showing me like, okay, you need to take a little bit of a break. You've been running really, really hard and really, really fast, and it's okay to slow down. Because I have been just absolutely blasting through the past couple months, and I haven't taken much time for myself, you know, creatively or personally. At most, I like will fall asleep on the porch at 8 p.m. watching a YouTube video or reading my book, and that's like the most time off that I get recently. It's not good. And I have so many ideas and so many projects that I want to start and so many like offers that I want to build for my business and for my clients, and there are certain ways that I want to grow, and I just feel like I'm kind of bogged down right now. And so I need kind of like a new season, new energy. And it's okay if I'm not running so fast. And I have some time to like breathe a little bit. I'm trying to tell myself that because I tend to get like very stressed if I'm like, oh, my clients are leaving me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, they're not. They'll come back. There will be new clients, and the world is not ending. It's okay to take a breather. I need to find a way to take a breather. I think that's really like a key thing that I'm learning this week. Even though I'm meeting my goals and I'm exceeding my expectations, exceeding the goal, going past the goalpost, I'm really tired. And it's okay to rest. It's okay to take a moment. It's okay to accomplish something and take a breather and then get back in the game. And I think this like creative recovery week has really shown me that it's okay to kind of pace myself. So, yeah, I have one more client left this afternoon from 3 to 4, and that's coming up in about an hour. I want to get a little bit more done. I need to put together an invoice. I need to put together 3 invoices actually. So, oh my gosh, the work never ends. But first I want to make some matcha, and then we'll see where I am at time-wise. Maybe I'll do the invoices before my client meeting. Hey, Michael. How are you? Also alive. Wondering why it's like 50 degrees here and it's gonna be June. It is now Sunday night. Welcome to my porch. This is where I am when I'm not working. I thought the change of scenery could be nice. But yeah, let me update you guys. I was watching back the footage from Friday and I was like, oh my God, I am burning out. Like I am running myself into the ground. And so on Friday, I decided I was just gonna like stop. After my last client, I had other things I had to do, but I just turned everything off. And I played Kirby and the Forgotten Realms. I think that's what that game is called. I had my husband find it, dig it out of our Switch stack, and I just sat and watched YouTube and played that game for pretty much the rest of the night, and it was amazing. It really helped. The next morning, I got up. I did Wally's like little routine that we do in the morning because he has to get his insulin, my little diabetic buddy. But yeah, we just did our like regular routine and came out here and I just rotted on the porch for a little bit. Watched YouTube, read my book, chilled, didn't film any of it, didn't make any content, just really focused on taking time for myself. I went and I saw Bring Her Back, the new horror movie from A24, and that was really great. I got like a huge thing of popcorn and snacks and just enjoyed that. Part of what I did over the weekend too that I didn't film was I got this really great idea for an essay for my Substack. I just started writing it. I just like opened up a draft and I started dumping all my ideas in there, just kind of like a brain dump. But when I do brain dumps, it's like I'm kind of setting out each of the pieces of the puzzle for myself so that I can go back and see the entire thing when I'm done brain dumping. It almost feels like I'm linking things together and seeing if they work, basically. I did that brain dump and then left it alone. That was one thing I did on Saturday, but I was on fire. And then when I went back to it today, I was like, oh, this is actually like pretty good. I think I'm gonna keep going with this, and that'll be out Wednesday of next week. So I already thought up like the visuals that I want to do for it. I'm really excited. I haven't been in that like essay mode in a minute. So I guess the moral of the story is, you know, if you're feeling like burnout, you need to take some time off. And I feel so much better. I did work today, wrapped up my client projects that I didn't get to on Friday. I still have to send off my manuscript to my other client, but I'll do that tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm just feeling like way more centered. Sometimes you just have to like unplug and not keep pushing. And you have to be like real with yourself about if you are unplugging and not pushing in avoidance of doing what you need to do, or if you're trying to make space for the creative work. And in this case, I really determined like I was burning out pretty hard. I could see the light leaving my eyes, and that is not a good place to be for a creative. So I was super shocked and very happy when I woke up on Saturday and I gave myself just some time to read and watch YouTube. And then I had this huge creative like burst and I just went with it. And I'm really, really happy with what came out. And then this whole weekend, my video about how to be on Substack as a creative has kind of blown up. It's not like hundreds of thousands of views, but it's a lot for me. And I'm like really excited that people are finding that video and commenting on it and connecting with it. Like, it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. And so if you are new here, hi, thank you for being here. And I hope you'll like everything that I have planned. I really want to give you guys the behind the scenes of what a writing life is and what a life of a full-time creative is. Even though I know like that kind of life seems impossible in 2025, I don't think it is. And I'm really not trying to like sell anyone on a, I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, it took a lot of work to get here. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to be real with you guys this whole way. I'm excited to grow with you guys and be here. I can tell like my confidence on camera is getting just way better. I'm really, really proud of that. Like, started from the bottom and now we're here. I don't know why I'm quoting Drake. I've been doing these like little affirmations over on TikTok. I'll like post an affirmation every day, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna put it's okay that I liked Drake in 2013, because I did. I really liked Drake in 2013, and I'm sharing that with you guys now in hopes that you'll keep my secret. So, you know, if you made it this far in the video, cool. But yeah, that kind of wraps up this vlog, and I hope if you guys like this kind of video, I hope you'll let me know, and let me know what you would like to see about being a creative and running my own business, and like what I do, writing books, all this stuff. Oh, I also want to let you guys know that I do still have copies of my book that I self-published. It is a collection of essays that is about being a girl online. And then there's also an essay about Prozac and a short story about a girl who thinks she can see Godzilla. It's on sale on my website right now, and it used to be $20, but now you can get it for $10. So I have about 40 copies left, I think. So if you want to get them, go to my website. I don't think I'll be reprinting this book unless there's like huge demand for it, which I do not foresee, but you know, you never know. But right now I don't have any plans to reprint it. It's kind of a one and done. So if you get it, you get it. This essay collection is the new Labubu, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to go give Wally his insulin. Super exciting stuff over here. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this creative journey, this creative recovery journey that I was on. I think we did it. You guys can check out my Substack, check out my newsletter, Internet Bedroom. And thank you for being here on Internet Bedroom TV. Bye guys.